it's Golden Top Tuesday, and in today's episode, we'll be diving into all the tea. So let's get into it.
I really think, honestly, the problem at hand is a lot of y'all need to stop falling in love with people pleasing and allow people to please you. I'm honestly to the point in my life where I have no intentions on loving somebody that is a passion project. I don't want to build you up. I don't want to constantly pour into you and not receive anything in return. Like, I want somebody that comes ready to go. Can you pour into me and can you offer to me the same things that I can offer to you? I can't be the only one that constantly feels like I'm entering into romantic dynamics that feel like it's a project, right? Like, I'm constantly trying to get somebody where I want them to be. And it's like, why am I constantly trying to change who somebody is for them to be on my level when I could just find somebody on my level? And maybe this is linked to childhood trauma. I honestly and truly believe that a lot of people are just so used to seeing people in their life being passion projects that they normalize the idea of not finding somebody on their level. They normalize the idea of pouring into somebody. They normalize the idea of uplifting somebody. However, it's important for it to be a tug and pull game, right? At the end of the day, I don't have a problem uplifting my partner or supporting my partner. But when it comes to me not being supported or me not being uplifted in return, and it's just me continuously pouring into your cup, that's going to get redundant, and I refuse to put myself in that cycle, because what I'm okay with in the beginning will not be what I'm okay with 20 years down the line when I'm continuously picking up the slack for somebody else that is not supporting me, uplifting me, or enriching me.
They already called the police on them. Ladies, why don't you marry up? You see, Skai Jackson is a movie star. She's been in a ton of TV shows. She's done movies like Sheroes, and I don't know, because I don't be watching this stuff. She was on one of those lists of the most influential people, all of that stuff. She was smashing it! And then she finds herself a dude, and she needs to slip the dude a little bit of money for him to, walk around money. And now she's pregnant with the dude. That's it now. They started beefing so badly, the studios called the police on them. And they said, no, we just talking. We ain't beefing, we just talking. They checked out the CCTV cameras, man. They called the police. Lucky they didn't charge him with assault and battery. That's how bad it was, domestic abuse. But yeah, this dude, if you think you're having a bad day, just remember she has chosen to be pregnant with her boyfriend, who is this dude. You're welcome.
Skai Jackson went and found a nigga. Okay, I always tell my friends, there are boys, there are men, and then there are niggas. You don't want that third one. And this is why I also always tell my friends, don't say, "Ooh, I need a new." No, you always say that you need a new man. Don't put it in the universe, because the universe is quick to hand you in. That man is a felon. He has multiple children. And he was up on live talking about he's good for DV. Bink. No. You could find a man like that on every single corner. You don't want that one. And I literally just seen a video of him that was circulating maybe like a year ago, a couple years ago. Him in handcuffs with the baby mama kissing him and letting the baby kiss him while he's being led away in handcuffs. Does anyone know where she found this man? Was it from that video? Because it was pretty popular. Lord Jesus.
Skai Jackson just reminds me of a girl who wants to be ghetto. Because what would make you, a wealthy girl, a Disney Channel star, get with a nigga that you probably met at the gas station, who is also a baby daddy, and not even in your tax bracket? I don't get it. I don't understand. Maybe she see him or this ghetto life aesthetically pleasing, but wasn't nothing aesthetically pleasing when the paparazzi took that goddamn picture of her looking a hot fucking mess right next to his ass, and he looked like he was cussing her ass out. That's just my opinion. The math is not math, and what would make you, a Disney star, get with a light-skinned leprechaun who you probably met at the fucking gas station, who got 2 kids already, probably a toxic baby mama? What about that is aesthetically pleasing? Please help me understand.
Why in the fuck are so many black women getting knocked up by bums and they don't have a ring on their finger? Exhibit A, we have Rihanna. Exhibit B, Callie. Exhibit C, Flo Milli just soft launched her baby bump. Exhibit D, Skai Jackson. Who else we got? Exhibit E, Kiki Palmer. And the gag is, all these women are successful. And not all their BDs are bums, I will say. I won't shade the BDs completely. But I just seen Flo Millies and he just looked like a bum. I could just tell. Sorry. Successful black women getting taken down one by one like infinity stones.
So I would never date a broke man. And sometimes people justify dating broke men by saying that, well, love is what's most important and that it conquers all. So long as there is love in your relationship, there aren't going to be any problems. You both can get through it together. No, this is something called struggle love, and it's predominantly pushed within the black community. Financial stability does play a crucial role in determining the success of your relationship. Financial issues are a major reason as to why a lot of marriages fail and couples are in conflict. So when you're in a relationship with a broke man, you may find yourself pouring into him. You may find yourself encouraging him to do better and to want more for himself. But then you quickly realize that none of that matters. You realize that a lot of broke men are actually very comfortable in their situation. It's honestly just because they understand that even when broke, they will still be rewarded. Now, I talked about this previously in the past. They understand that even when broke, a woman will still sleep with them. Even when broke, a woman will provide him shelter. Even when broke, he can still get companionship. Even when broke, he will be fed and he will be cleaned up after. The way it used to be was, in order to get all of these benefits, you had to be married and prove yourself to take care of a family if need be. Now, because we have this whole boyfriend and girlfriend nonsense, men have found a way to get around marriage and get marriage benefits for the cost of nothing. And to make it even worse, a lot of men are getting marriage benefits without even being a boyfriend. Without having a boyfriend-girlfriend situation, they can still get marriage benefits, and they get it by being a sneaky link or by being a friend with benefits. So by doing this, you are taking away his incentive to work harder. You ladies need to understand that it's very natural for men to become comfortable when they are getting what they desire at low effort and low cost. So to get back to my original point, if he wants to work harder, if he wants to be the caretaker of his family, he would. He wouldn't be comfortable with being broke. And honestly, I don't think men should be dating if they have no money. You need to focus on getting a stable career. Women should not be your main focus. So in my personal case, it doesn't make logical sense for me to date a broke man because one, I don't date men in my age group. So it makes literally zero sense for me to leave what I have right now. My parents provide for me. My money is spent on vacations, dinner with friends, French curl braids, my gym membership. It doesn't make sense for me to leave all of that to now struggle with a grown man who is much older than me. Secondly, I make my own money. I'm able to buy all the nice things that I want. I have always been able to buy all the nice things that I've wanted ever since I was 16. I'm in college, going to get a second degree, going to enter a career path that is going to make me insane amounts of money. What sense would it make that I decide to downgrade and deal with a broke man who is not educated and doesn't have a career? It makes zero sense. That is delusional. I have lost the luxury of being delusional 3 years ago when I was in high school. I lost it. I don't have it anymore. I am extremely self-aware. Please do not allow men to shame you for only wanting to date men who are on your level or higher. Women are not out here trying to convince men to be with unattractive women or women who are 300 pounds overweight. And before I end this video, I just want to say that there's also this mistaken belief that men who are broke are more loyal and loving than men with stable careers and good jobs, and that couldn't be further from the truth. This is just another way men, and sometimes women, will try to get you to settle with a broke man. It's a trick. Please do not fall for it.
When I tell you I got on Instagram today and I saw this reel from Flo Millie, all I just have to say is, what is in the air? I truly am on God's timing, okay? I'm in no rush to get pregnant, have kids, get married. I'm really on God's timing. I'm okay being 26, living at home, working a 9-to-5 job, making little fun TikToks on the side. I'm okay with that timeline right now. But it is very what is in the air right now, because everyone, okay, not just us, is getting pregnant, having kids, getting married, getting engaged. And I just need to know, like, is this what it is when you hit a certain age in your 20s? Just everyone is moving into the next life step, and some people are just like, well, I want to try something new. Russian roulette me. Because this was insane. The comments, if you go look at her reel in the comments, everyone is talking about the whole scenario. They're not talking about, what song do you think this is? Girl, we're talking about something else, okay? So all I gotta say to close this out is congratulations, if that's the case. I know it will be a bundle of joy for you, but I gotta say it again. What is in the air? What is going on? Okay.
Skai Jackson is such a cautionary tale on why you need to prioritize self-love and self-respect over these men. Now, if you don't know, Skai Jackson is a well-known child actor Disney star. Been in her bag since she first went on Sesame Street, I think it was, at age 5. She is now 22 years old and having a baby by a man named Yerky Yerky. I don't actually know his name, that's his social media handle, but however you imagine him, that's exactly what he looks like. Very much given Trap in a Bando, shout out Grizzy and M-Dog. Anyway, looking at the differences in their situations, you might incorrectly assume that he worships the ground she works on. No, baby, he wants her dead. Because aside from the influx of pictures I've seen recently of them outside and her just looking stressed, anxious, and him looking like he's the cause of it, she then officially announced her pregnancy, and Lord have mercy. Yerky Yerky posted, and I quote, "On WAP, I'm salty. I got this dumb ass Disney Channel B pregnant. I hate this hoe. First of all, who's WAP? Somebody tell me, please. Second of all, and the real message. Ladies, stop presenting yourself like poop on a platter to these men. It does not make them respect you. And if they do not respect you, they cannot love you. They can barely even like or tolerate you. They will use you for what's in between your legs, because that is what men do. But they will surely make it clear through all of their actions that they do not give a heck about you." Skai Jackson is now suffering the fate that a lot of women have suffered, in that you now have to figure out how to build a future with a man that shows you nothing but disdain. And I am so devastated for her, because what she is about to realize is that he does not care about her. And it is such a tough pill when you realize that the man that you would pretty much do anything for doesn't care about you. It's such a hard pill to swallow. And I think because it's such a hard pill to swallow, it takes women so long to get there. So many chances, so many opportunities. But what you're not realizing is the more you're letting this man get away with, the smaller and smaller and smaller he's seeing you, till, like in the case of Skai Jackson and Yerky Yerky, it flips and he almost feels superior to you. Oh, and just to add, Yerky Yerky already has another child by another woman who he did not marry or is no longer with. And I just want to reiterate to women who already have kids know this, but I just want to reiterate to women who have not yet had children. Motherhood and fatherhood are not the same. They are not the same. I don't care how involved the father is, and there are some wonderful, amazing fathers who step up to the plate. Women will always do more. They will always carry more of the burden. They will always carry more of the mental load. Most of the physical burden will be on you as a woman. The time burden will certainly be on you as a woman. And if you do not have a man who is in a very fortunate financial position, a lot of the financial burden will be on you as well. Because don't get it twisted, a lot of people are going 50-50. Guys, we have to stop lying about this. A lot of women in relationships are going 50-50. There is nothing wrong with that. There is not enough resources and rich men in this world for every woman to have a man that pays all the bills. Let's be for real. Skai Jackson is not in this position because her man is a bum. I mean, he is, but she's in this position because for whatever reason, and I'm sure it's tied to some emotional or some experience that she had growing up, she did not value herself and did not carry herself in a way that she demanded love and respect from anyone who interacted with her. So she found Yerky, and it's clear to us all that she just continued to lower her standards until I guess she's going to get to the floor. And that's no judgment. I've been on the floor. We've all been at rock bottom. But ladies, let's start understanding that the key to this situation is observing, responding to red flags, and making sure that all situations that we're in benefit our mind, our mental, our heart, our soul. And Yerky now has the audacity to be talking about him. He's mad that he got a Disney Channel. Baby, that's your meal ticket. Be quiet. Because in response to a lot of advice that I give, women will say things like, but if I do this or if I don't do this, he will leave and men will leave. Yes, we want him to go. I wish that Skai had let Yerky go on his merry way. And not because she's had a baby with him or she's in a relationship with him, because he doesn't treat her well. He treats her badly. He speaks about her badly. From all we can tell about his actions, even if he is a good father, he seems like someone who will go out of his way to antagonize her, to upset her, to go back and forth with her. It's not always enough to be a good father. Just interact with good people who have basic respect for you. Life will be happier, life will be healthier, and it may be lonelier for a bit longer, but at the end of the day, when you find your person, it's game, set, match, okay? Now, like I always say, there's always an exception to the rule. For best results, assume it's not you. Mwah.
Skai Jackson got pregnant by a man who, if not most of us, some of us have experienced, which is a hood nigga with nothing to lose but everything to give. And if you know what I mean, you know what I mean. Something about them screws being loose up here, they just give it all to you. And it just be the best until it becomes the worst. And you got to leave their ass. But you got to leave before you get pregnant. And that's the step that Skai Jackson skipped. She didn't leave before she got pregnant. And some of y'all fall victim to that too. Y'all baby daddy these men that are just supposed to be for a good time, a good jolly old time. You're not supposed to marry a scammer. You're not supposed to have a baby with a scammer. They have good, you feel me? Wang, but don't settle down with them. Them not the men that you settle down with. And we just all seeing a canon event that a lot of us go through Skai Jackson. We didn't want that for our Disney. We didn't want that for Miss Disney, okay? We wanted her to, feel me, be the classy, bougie person that we all thought she was in our head. She did not live up to that. But, you feel me? I'm not mad at you, girl. I'm just a little bit disappointed. Players fuck up too, though.
Woof. That was a lot of tea. Now, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll definitely see you on the next one. Bye.